Hey guys, welcome back to another Sims build. We're doing another treehouse style type of build. I believe we did one a few weeks ago with like the Realm of Magic theme. But this is just a regular type of build. It's not like anything crazy. I wanted to kind of do like a foresty, like cabin in the woods type of treehouse style. So that's where we're kind of going with this. I really never really up until recently played the terrain tool because I just felt like it was too much work. But in theory, it really creates a really awesome effect on certain builds. So it's like, oh, this is perfect. Let's do a treehouse build. I love the first one we did, that was my first time doing a build like that. And then I saw this image on Google, and I was kind of inspired to do another build like this. Now, getting it to be treehouse style, I had to really think about how I wanted to go about this, and the only way to really do it was to have like a flat surface already made. So like I have a square surface here. I put pillars around it and thought, oh, I can add it there. No, that wasn't going to work out. And then I thought, oh, I'll do like 4 little walls and that'll make it so I can put it on top. And then I realized I was doing something wrong. I just didn't go to the next level to add the top. So that's what I was doing wrong. So there's the pillars back and we're good to go. However, I have to now fix the flooring because you can't delete it. It deletes everything if you do that. So I went and used the green grass flooring. And I want to kind of shade that in and blend it in with the rest of the terrain, but there really wasn't much of an option to blend it in because the flooring color kind of like is so green, nothing really goes with it. And there's always that little bit like that still shows part of the ground and you can't get rid of it. So it kind of was trying to go that route for a minute and a half here. And then I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, why are none of these terrain tools working in my favor? So eventually, I figured out there's a fence that just has, like, greenery. I think it's like a foliage fencing. I went that route because that seemed to work the best option, and it hid everything that looked kind of weird. So we went that route eventually, but for now, yeah, here we go. So now this is where I'm going to try the fencing. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. There's so many different types of fencing. There's the flowered fencing, there's a non-flowered fencing, there's tall fencing. It does hide some of the pillars, I will say, but for the majority of the build and for what I was going for, it seemed to work. So I left it with that. So now we're working on the landing. Now the landing is where the tree is going to go. However, I had to realize I had to use move objects cheat to get the tree in the house, or at least on the deck, which is kind of where I wanted it. I didn't want it in the house this time. I just wanted it to be like through the deck kind of idea. And finding the right tree was challenging. The Granite Falls tree, which I used a moment ago, was the best one out of all the trees they have to offer. So I eventually went with that. I could have sized up another tree I wanted, but I was like, no. So that's the tree we're using there. It works the best out of all of them, so that's that. Now I gotta find fencing for the front of the house because essentially what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the staircase to the front of the house, and that's how we'll get in the house and whatnot. So it's gonna be pretty elaborate, pretty cool. Yeah. Alright. I do have to adjust the terrain because I want to add more space and I have to add more flat terrain to make it work. So, yeah. We do adjust the terrain multiple times to get things to work in our favor. So, just be aware of that happening. More fencing along the sides there. Yeah, I love these staircases. Oh my god, the L-shaped stairs work so brilliantly for this build. It is so challenging, though, because the way I made the terrain. And I was like, oh, no. So that's kind of how it's going to go, just like that. It looks kind of a little butchered, but it's fine. It works, you know. It's kind of treehousey and wavy. Not wavy, but, like, it winds around a bit more. Now I'm kind of blending in the terrain with, like, the rest of the house and kind of getting it all looking like a real road map. Well, not road map, but, like, you know, a little hill. Now, I stupidly forgot to test this with Sims. I was going to have it in the game and have a Sim test it out, make sure they can get the hill, whatever. But I completely forgot until I started to film this, edit, and I'm like, oh no, we never did the whole let's test the Sims thing. So, yeah, sorry guys. So, if you download this in my gallery, which is BSB Lover 89, you will need to figure out if the Sims can get the hill. If they can't, you then will have to probably edit the terrain, but that's okay, whatever. Now finding the outside siding was a little bit challenging, but I eventually found a cabin, I think it's called Cabin Like something, And I went with that because it seemed to look the nicest out of all of the siding they had. And I wanted to put the door on the side, but then I realized the tree might have been in the way. So I was like, maybe they can't get around that tree stump. Because really the tree is just there for decoration. It's not really going to be useful. And you're not really going to go on the side of the house anyway. I mean, why would you, right? So yeah, now I love this flooring. It's perfect. It's wooden. It looks rustic. It looks very old and woodsy, so we went that route. I did add a few windows, as you just noticed, beforehand. Usually I add my windows very last minute because I want to make sure the house is built correctly, but I did want to make sure I had cute little windows to showcase the front of the house anyway to start. Oh yeah, it's so cool. I based this, like I said, off of a Google image I found randomly. However, they did theirs a little bit different than I'm doing mine, because they only had a 1-story and I did a 2-story because I wanted to make it a 3-person home. Because usually when I do tiny builds, guys, you know it's only for 1 person. But I wanted to give myself a challenge to see, can I really make a 3-person tiny home? And I literally could. So this was the best option I had, to make 2 stories, and then you have a tiny room, an almost tiny, like, grand room or whatever, but, like, yeah. So I want to kind of, yeah. I don't know what I'm picking here. Oh, it's the roofing thing. So there we go, changing up the roof a bit to more rustic looking roof and all that jazz. There we go. All right, now let's go on inside. We need stairs to go upstairs, so obviously we're going to do the L-shaped stairs again because they just seem to fit and they work the best, and it's going to work for our build, essentially. So here we go. What are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm adding my, now these are just standard lamps I always add before I start building, just so I can see what I'm building. I'm not going to obviously keep them, as you know, but Now finding wallpaper was a challenge. You'll notice how I'm going through every single wallpaper there is, and nothing's working. Because, like, what do you do for a log cabin type of build? Like, what do you do? And they didn't really have, in Granite Falls, which is like a cabin camping type of theme pack, they only give you, I believe, 2 different wallpapers, which is mostly for outside use. I mean, you can't really use them inside. I mean, you could, but they don't really look as good. So I wasn't going to go that route. And I eventually found, I don't know where they came from. I think it was from the Get Together pack. Yeah, these ones here. I really like that. However, it wasn't going to work with the flooring, so I did have to delete the flooring and reimagine the flooring. I wanted to go rustic with the flooring, but rustic wasn't going to work. So we stuck with that, and we went with like a dark brownie theme floor. So where am I landing? I think I'm going to choose, I think that's good. Yeah. I mean, it's log cabin-y, right? You feel woodsy. And I love this Jungle Adventure fridge. It seemed very campish. I mean, I could have gone with the old cheapo, like, fridge, but I was like, no, because it doesn't really scream, like, it doesn't really do it for me, so, yeah. I don't know why I'm changing the fridges there, but I was, and, yeah. Go. Jungle Adventure really had some nice cabinets, some really nice, stuff, and I felt like it was nice. Now, they have a darker version of these, but I didn't want to go that route, because I didn't want to make it too dark and dingy, so I did lighten it up with the cabinets and the whatnot, yeah. I wasn't really sure where I was going with the whole cabinet situation. I had ideas, but I was like, oh, do I want to go that route or not? I didn't want to add too many cabinets to start with, but then I realized you kind of have to because it's a small home, and they might want storage. You just don't know your sim. You don't know your Sims that well, so wanted to add that little nook right, that little thing there, overhead, why not? And that's when I realized I might need to have more cabinets. So I was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. Now to find the dining room table. That was kind of challenging as to where I could put it because it was like, oh, it's a, small home. But I used that one there, the mega table. I've never really used the mega table that much, but did I use it? No, I didn't. I used the cats and dogs one, that's right. I like those little chairs, they're so cute. And yeah, I wanted to go with like a lighter theme for the kitchen area and the dining room because it just seemed like that was going to work best. And I love the mason jars. You guys, the mason jars are amazing. I love it. And then over here in the corner is going to be like the little living space. At first, I wasn't going to add a TV, But towards the end of the build, we do add one because just, I feel like you need a TV, all right? Because you're in the woods, what are you going to do, right? So there's that. And there's our half wall again. I had to readjust that, you know. And a fireplace. You cannot have a log cabin without a fireplace. It just wasn't going to be suitable, so I had to do that, of course. You know me. Little lamp over here. Oh, no, you know what? I'm going to put the lamp over there now. Yeah, there we go. And then the cats and dogs chair really worked well for this. I know there's like a dining room table chair that matches the couch, but it felt kind of weird to use that. So, yeah. Bookcases were a challenge. I had no idea where to put them or where they would fit, so we had to use a smaller one over here. And that really seemed to work well. However, you'll notice towards the end, though, I do add a TV, and I add like a little coffee table to put the TV on, and it will block out the the bookcase, but at least it's still there. And I mean, if you guys, again, if you download this, you can just edit that out or get rid of it, whatever you want to do. And fun fact, I didn't know this, but apparently you can add clutter on the very tippity top of the fireplace. I never knew that until like just this build that started going on top. I was like, what is this? Finding clutter for the fireplace, though, is very challenging. Even with move objects on, a lot of the clutter wouldn't fit. It was just so weird. I was like, well, whatever. So I finally just was like, this is fine, whatever. We'll just go with those picture frames and a cat and a dog thing, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. And what else are we adding now? Oh, yeah. I wanted to put something underneath the staircase, but that was not going to happen, so oh well. You can only add so much underneath the staircase. Oh, there's our little, yep, our railings. Now upstairs we go. Yay! Almost. We still have a couple more things to go with, but it's fine. Oh, yeah, it got rid of my, I forgot the stairs got rid of one of my windows, so I did just that just recently. There we go. Windows there, windows there. Yay! It looks so good, guys. Look at that. It looks amazing. I love it. And yeah, so you're probably wondering where's the bathroom going to go. It is going to go upstairs, only because it's all I have for space, really. So yeah, I didn't add a rug, I don't think, in the living room. I probably should have, but I didn't. And I really wanted something in that space right there, but I couldn't fit anything. So that's where the TV will go eventually. I added that little ottoman there, but that's going to go away very soon. And then I noticed the tree had to be moved because there was leaves going into the home. And I was like, oh no, we don't want that. We just want the tree to be in the deck, not in the home. So there we go, bathroom there. Little door over there. Now, finding how to make 2 rooms out of this was a challenge. I wanted to make it a 3-person home, and that was my goal. So I did that, but I had to kind of just like situate it like that, sort of. I do end up editing the master bedroom because I realized the master bedroom couldn't fit a big bed. It was not possible. It wouldn't, like, you probably could have, but would the Sims get to it? That was my question. I wasn't sure if it would happen, so I did have to extend it a little inch more, which then kind of made that whole, like, corner piece not worth it. So there we go. There's that. Yay. I love this build. I was trying to fit the shower tub combo in there, but that wasn't going to happen. So a shower's all you're going to get. I mean, you could delete that, put just a tub in there, but I felt like a shower was the best option. Yeah. Again, it's a tiny build, so we got to really work with what we have. And I would say if you have under like if you have 50,000 simoleons, you could buy this whole lot furnished because it really isn't that much. It's a very tiny home and it's suitable. It really works for like the sim that's just like starting out, or, you know, a family of 3 that's just not really wanting to get a big home but needs something. Just go with this, you know, it'll work. It really will work. There's that little kind of little nook, end tables. Yes. Oh my gosh. And even though this room is kind of tiny, I did add a little bit of clutter to make, you know, I wanted to make it feel homey and like, you know, all that good stuff. So I did do that. And I changed the wallpaper, obviously, for each of the bedrooms because, you know, you don't want to have brown everywhere. It just wasn't going to work for me anyway. 3 of those. I did add curtains because I feel like curtains just like were a little nice touch. You know, it added more depth to the room and whatnot. And then, of course, I want to add a plant right there because I feel like that space was just so empty. It needed something. So I did add a little something there. There we go. Yes. Love it. I don't know why I deleted that plant, but I did. And I was going to add a shoe rack, but then I was like, oh no, I can't add the male shoe rack either, so that's fine. We'll just go back to the plant idea. Yeah. So there's that. That's one room done. Yay. All right, next room. This is going to be like a teen, I guess a teen's room. I mean, it could be a kid's room too, but it's very tiny. So really you can only fit like that, a bed and a dresser really. I did add a little like table desk sort of idea on there, but is it accessible? I don't know. I forgot to test it out. So you'll have to find out on your own. Download this in the app, download this in the gallery and let me know. I'm not really sure if they can get to the bed or not. I mean, I know like the desk is accessible, but is the bed accessible? That was my question. So here we go. Yay. Kind of pretty. I like that. It seems pretty neat. I kept moving the desk around to see if I could fit it in and make it have room. I couldn't really extend the bedroom because, you know, it wouldn't have gotten rid of the staircase, so yeah. I'm just going to put like a little computer desk out there because a lot of the stuff in The Sims, guys, as you know, requires a computer. If you want to order medicine. However, some of you are saying you can order medicine through your phone, which maybe you can. I haven't. Oh, no, yeah, you can. If you go to the gifts thing, it's listed there. So, but I added a computer anyway, just because. And this is where I was adding the TV. So I just put it right over there underneath this little staircase. I mean, I hope it works. I don't know. Is the bookcase accessible? Probably not. But hey, you know, it adds accent. It adds, you know, a little more depth to the basement. Well, not basement, but the downstairs anyway. And yeah. And now we're just going to go, you know, finish the outside a bit, you know, make it look pretty outside. And I've never used these chairs, and these came with like a long awaited update like months ago. And I've never used them, and they're like base game, so they're really cool. So if you have base game, those chairs are for you. Love it. And yeah, little planters, you know, little accent pieces, nothing too crazy. I mean, I could have gone crazy, but I was like, no. I only really just like added like a little bit to the outside because I didn't want to add too much to the other side because, again, we're not going to access the opposite side of the house. Like, it's just going to be there as like decoration, really. So most of the front of the house is where I was getting at. I wanted to add a planter box, but obviously that wasn't going to happen. So there we go, laundry day stuff, plants, and that was that. And yes, I added a little duck on top of the staircase, but you know, hey, why not? Now, adding this bin, I didn't know if it was going to work. I'm not sure because it's a hill. Will it be reachable? Will the mailbox be reachable by the mailman? I don't even know. It's crazy. I think, did I add a lamp outside yet? No, I don't think I added a lamp outside. Oh my god, I'm forgetting to add the lamp. What am I doing? Oh, well. Anyway, I'm adding wreaths because I like wreaths. They're pretty cool. So here we go again, playing with the terrain because why not? You know, let's play with the terrain. I felt like the hill wasn't hilly enough and they couldn't get up the hill, but maybe they can. I don't really know. And I'm adding little trees and stuff to kind of give it that like woodsy theme and, you know, like someone lives in the woods by themselves type of theme. And then I thought, oh, I'll do like a pathway with rocks. Nope, don't even go that route. I did end up adding a fencing, like a picket fence along the sides, which worked fine, kind of, I thought. So I did go that route because I felt like it was pretty awesome. So yay. But essentially, this is the build. That's it. All you're seeing now is me just doing plants, and then I'm going to add the fence towards the end, and that will be that. Thank you guys for watching this speed build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to see me do a live build, where we're not doing a speed build, I would be happy to do that. It would be like a long video, but we could do a live video. Comment below if you wanted to see that. I also am going to, I could do like a series, a build series, be like, oh, we're going to do like a 2-part series where I do the exterior in one build and then the interior furnishing another part. yeah, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love your feedback. I love subscribers. I love simmers. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video sometime soon. Okay, bye.